Am I the asshole for exposing my sister's fake cancer to our parents after she refused to come clean herself? I, 34 female, just found out that my sister, 31 female, who has been telling my whole family she has cancer for the last 8 months, has been lying. She shaved her head, said she was doing chemo, and had our parents move in to help her through treatment. I started to have doubt when, besides also staying out late relatively frequently, she would never let anyone attend appointments with her, and she clearly had way too much energy for someone going through aggressive chemotherapy. Last week, I ran into the office manager of my sister's oncologist at a coffee shop, small town. I casually mentioned my sister, and the office manager was confused. She had no idea who I was talking about. I did some digging through doctors and spoke to my sister about what I learned, and she broke down and spilled her guts. It turns out she fabricated the whole story because she was in over her head with debt and wasn't able to afford her apartment anymore. The cancer story got our parents to move in, and she could then stop paying her bills. I was furious and told her that she had 24 hours to tell our parents the truth or I would. She asked me not to tell them because it would ruin her relationship with them. She did not tell them, so yesterday I took everything to our parents. Our parents are heartbroken. My sister is acting like I had no right to out her, and she didn't even say this to our parents. She was going to stage a miraculous recovery next month. She said I ruined her life, and that family should be trying to defend each other rather than expose each other.
Am I the asshole for telling my daughter that her mom cheated on me when my daughter said mine girlfriend looks like an OnlyFans chick? I 49 male got divorced from my wife Emily 49 female because she cheated on me with multiple men. We have a son and a daughter. Our son Nick 22 male has always been closer to his mom, and our daughter Skylar 19 female has always been closer to me. Not knowing why we got divorced, the kids took their mom's side. I recently started dating Lisa 54 female. She has a fun personality, she's smoking hot, and she dresses very fun. When I introduced Lisa to my kids, Nick took a liking to her while Skylar looked annoyed. Days later, Skylar said that Lisa looks like an OnlyFans chick. If you knew Skylar, you would be shocked that she would use that as a way to insult another woman. I told her that her mom Emily was the one who cheated on me, and that I met Lisa after the divorce. Skylar got just said oh, and she got quiet. But the next day, my ex-wife Emily confronted me. I reminded her that I never promised to keep her cheating a secret. She said that I implied that it would be a secret based on the fact that I never said whether or not I would tell our kids.
Am I the asshole for not helping my dad's pregnant girlfriend and telling her to fuck off when she asked? My mom died 14 months ago, and shit's been tough since. I 16 female, always had a great relationship with my dad before, but lately it's been pretty awful. 4 months ago, my dad brought this woman home, told me she was his girlfriend and that she was pregnant and moving in with us. This was 9 months after my mom died. I didn't really know what to say at first. He was scrambling to say stuff, but I don't really remember what he said. But when I did speak, I was bitter, and I told him I guess he found a great way to tell me he never loved my mom and was over her. I said that because he had always talked about people moving on within, like 2 years of their husband or wife dying, as never really loving them and got over them super fast. He'd say that loving someone and being ready to move on would take a much longer time. He said he saw it in family and family friends who'd been through the loss. He said the people who moved on super fast were disrespectful, especially when they had kids who had lost a parent and needed to be supported and their parents' memory preserved. So I took it really hard when Dad was admitting he'd knocked someone up 7 months after my mom died. They'd started screwing each other 5 months after Mom died, which is something I hate thinking about, but he admitted it. His girlfriend got extremely pissed off when I was saying that stuff to Dad about him not loving Mom. She took offense that I was focusing on that instead of on the news of a baby and greeting her. I ignored her and kept telling my dad what I thought, and she lost it and said I should be excited about the baby. She said Mom was dead and Dad had a right to a life after her. She said the baby didn't deserve this shit. She moved in that day, and Dad spent days trying to make me okay and to apologize for it all happening so fast. His girlfriend didn't want me there and said I needed to leave if I wouldn't welcome her and celebrate the baby. Dad said no, but I told him I wanted to go. He tried to fight it, but I asked him if he ever wanted a relationship with me, because if he did, it would not happen if I was forced to live with her. I moved in with my grandparents. Dad comes to see me multiple times a week. He's talked me into going to the house for dinner a couple of times, but me and his girlfriend do not like each other. She's extra bitter that Dad's so focused on making our relationship work instead of on her and the baby. The last time I saw her was a month ago, and she told me I was disgusting for not getting over myself and warming up to the baby who's coming whether I like it or not. She was also pissed that I wouldn't pick something up for her when she dropped it. Last Tuesday, I got a text from her. Don't have her number, but she said who she was, telling me she needed me to go over there now, because she left her key in the house and got locked outside, and she was in pain and having some bleeding and was supposed to rest. I still have a key to the house, and Dad was still at work. I replied, fuck off, and I didn't go to help her. I blocked her, number 2. After that, she used Dad's phone to leave a voicemail yelling at me and calling me names for leaving her outside when she's 7 months pregnant. I ignored it, and Dad told me she just waited in the car until he got home. But she texted me in the middle of the night from Dad's phone calling me. My dad knows about it, and he apologized. He's still trying to make this all okay with me, but he also hopes we can all get along and be a family.
Am I the asshole for not being more active, present in my wife's journey to lose weight? Some backstory. First, my wife had back-to-back pregnancies over the past 2 years, with the second pregnancy being a twin. If you have kids, then you know how being pregnant destroys a woman's body, and it can take years to recover. Ever since giving birth to our twins, my wife has been very insecure about her body. Simply put, she doesn't like how she looks. I know this and can honestly say I've never been critical about how she looks, even before the pregnancy, not once. I have no problem with her looks, not one bit. She'll always be pretty in my eyes. In the beginning of this year, she started getting back to working out, and just a couple weeks ago decided to join an online nutrition program that helps her eat better. I was 100% on board with everything because I know this is very important to her. I want her to succeed and start loving herself more. However, she thinks I'm not active or present enough in her weight loss journey. I'm just on the sidelines cheering and she feels like she's in it alone. She said I've not shown any active interest in her progress and only listens when she shared her learnings, never directly ask her about anything relating to working out or eating healthy. She said she expected me to show support by also start eating the same food as her and also start paying more attention to my body. I'm not fat nor skinny, just an average build with average BMI. Honestly, I was kinda pissed when I heard this and told her I've been nothing but supportive. I just don't want to eat healthy by her standards because it's kinda boring and I'd like to have some not so healthy meals from time to time. Then there were a lot of back and forth of me not understanding her point, my attitude is bad, etc. I decided to keep quiet and just left the room to do other chores and calm down a bit. When I came back from taking the trash out, I saw her crying. I felt bad and went over to hug her and told her I'll start eating healthier with her, but please don't take away my favorite food, which I usually have once or twice a week for breakfast. It's around 650 kilocalories. I thought my response was appropriate. I took a step in the direction that she wanted and just have one minor request. This was also said in a non-confrontational, couple-wide, apologetic, all I want is peace type voice. I was trying to be cute with that please don't take away line. Then she hit me with don't you think I would also want to have that? What makes you think I won't want the same thing? But I can't if it's such a sacrifice for you, I'd rather you not, etc. And now I'm pissed. I told her I thought this is a step in the right direction. Why can't she just appreciate this decision and we can all be in this together? Her response was why are you getting so worked up over this food? I honestly couldn't see what I did wrong, especially our last conversation. The decision I made felt right, but she told me my attitude was wrong.
Am I the asshole for not telling my sister the name chosen for my unborn son? Because she used her BBF's baby name for her daughter. My sister and I are both pregnant. This is her second child and my first. We're both having boys. When my sister had her daughter 3 years ago, her BFF was pregnant at the same time. My sister complained for 8 months that they didn't have any idea what to name my niece. And then all of a sudden she had a name right before she gave birth. After my niece was born and her name was announced, my sister and her BFF started fighting. The BFF said that was the name she'd chosen for her baby girl, and my sister used the same first and middle name for my niece, and she couldn't believe she'd do that. My sister said it's first come first serve, and she needed a name badly. That her BFF had time to find another name. My sister is due before me, a few weeks before. And with that in mind, I don't want her to do the same thing to me. And she has asked. Nobody knows we're having a boy except me and my husband. And we plan to keep it that way. But my sister has asked what our boy name is, and as an afterthought, she asked for our girl name too when she realized. I knew what she was getting at. I refused to tell her. She tried to whine about name sharing being the fun part of pregnancy. I made up a couple of names on the spot to tell her, and she saw through it. She told me to just tell her the name, and I said no again. She asked a few more times. She even asked in front of our family. It was our brother who joked that nobody should tell the baby name thief the name they've chosen. My sister got upset and asked if that's why I wouldn't tell her. She told me I was holding something against her that she never did to me. Mom asked why I couldn't just share the name and everyone would know my husband, and I chose it first if my sister used it, but I still said no.